Hello and welcome to this session entitled PeopleSoft Cloud Manager, What's New and How to Make the Most of It. Thank you for joining us. My name is Graham Smith, Head of PeopleSoft Technology at Cedar Consulting version 1, and I'd like to just spend a few moments just sharing with you some thoughts on Cloud Manager and how you can make the most of this product. Version 1 have a PeopleSoft practice, cloud practice with over 60 UK and India-based consultants. We specialize in selective adoption. We help customers move their PeopleSoft instances to cloud, and we can help to optimize your investment in PeopleSoft using tools like Cloud Manager. So what is Cloud Manager? Well, simply put, it's a PeopleSoft system which helps you build, manage, and upgrade PeopleSoft environments on Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. That's pretty much it in a nutshell. So, what does it look like? Well, firstly, Cloud Manager only runs on Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. And so inside the OCI tenancy, you're going to create a Cloud Manager instance. Now, this is fairly straightforward to do. Cloud Manager 11 provides a brand new feature to provision a new PeopleSoft Cloud Manager instance in a fairly automated way. So Cloud Manager exists just as another PeopleSoft environment might exist in your on-premises environment, a HCM or a finance system. It has a web, an app, and a batch server, and its own database server. So it just exists like any other PeopleSoft application. The intrinsic part of the Cloud Manager environment is this thing called the DPK repository. Now, the repository is just a file system which contains downloaded DPKs and PRPs that you might need to use in provisioning PeopleSoft environments. OCI contains standard Linux and Windows images, like your cookie cutters for provisioning new servers, but they can also be custom images that might contain your own company software or company configuration or security configuration. And finally, another feature of Cloud Manager involves defining topologies and templates. So a topology is just the shape of your PeopleSoft system, and a template is about what database you're going to load into that system, whether it's a finance or HR or a campus system. So these are the constituent parts of our Cloud Manager environment. So what do we do with Cloud Manager? Well, we use it to create and maintain PeopleSoft environments. So what is an environment? Well, environment, first and foremost, is a PeopleSoft database. And that PeopleSoft database could be an Oracle database on a Linux machine, or it could indeed be a native cloud database as a service database that exists within OCI. Both options are available. And of course, a PeopleSoft environment is made up of mid-tier components, so web server, app server, and indeed you can have any number of those, plus a Windows client. Now, this isn't just for developers to use, although they can with Application Designer, SQL Developer, but also used as a key component in allowing you to automate the patching and upgrading of your PeopleSoft environments using Change Assistant. So this Windows client is provisioned to run Change Assistant primarily. Other parts of your PeopleSoft environment might be a Windows batch server or indeed a Linux batch server. And now with Cloud Manager 11, a full ELK stack, Elastic, Logstash, and Kibana. So these are your PeopleSoft environments. So what's new in Cloud Manager 11? That's one of the aspects of this presentation. So Cloud Manager 11 was released in July 2020. It comes with a much simpler automated install routine available on Oracle Cloud Marketplace using the Resource Manager feature. Resource Manager is essentially a repository of Terraform plans that can be used to provision all of the network and all of the infrastructure and all of the software required by Cloud Manager. And it'll take you less than a couple of hours to get up and running with that once you know how to work it. New features in Cloud Manager 11 provide online backup and restore from the self-service console, environment cloning from the self-service console, and we'll have a demonstration of that a bit later on. The repository, the DPK repository, as of Cloud Manager 11, is now not a separate Linux machine, which it was prior to 11, but a native file system service within OCI. That means there's no operating system to manage. It's just a pure NFS file system service that you subscribe to. What else is new in Cloud Manager 11? Well, the environments can be stopped and started. Now, that doesn't sound like a pretty new feature, but actually, prior to Cloud Manager being available on OCI, it was available on Oracle's earlier public cloud Generation 1 offering. And in OCI Classic, as it was called, you could stop and start the instances. Well, when they moved that to OCI, for some reason, that feature got lost, and it's come back again in Cloud Manager 11. However, Cloud Manager 11 requires PRP2 patch in order to get that start and stop feature to work. But this just helps you manage your costs of your OCI infrastructure. If an instance is stopped, then you're not paying for the compute CPU usage in the cloud platform. Another feature of Cloud Manager 11 is a fully automated self-updating feature. And I blog about this in a recent blog in July, where I take a step-by-step approach to how Cloud Manager can be used to patch itself. I've put an exclamation mark after the word updating there because it really is quite spectacular. Normally, if you're updating a finance or a HR or a campus or ELM system, you have to spin up a PUM instance, then you create your change package, and then you deploy that change package into your development system and execute change assistant. All of those are manual steps. Cloud Manager, everything is fully automated. You simply say, go get me the latest PUM image and patch me, and it does that. It'll even apply any required PRPs to your Cloud Manager environment. This is the future, I believe. We might start to see this coming for other platforms like HCM, Finance, ELM, Campus, etc. Another new feature of Cloud Manager 11 is the idea of a shared PS Home, App Home, and Cust Home, and having these deployed not to a server that's running, but to a native file system storage. Having a centralized PS Home means there's just one thing to patch, one thing to maintain, one thing to secure and administer. And there's many more features. Check out the cumulative feature overview and PeopleBooks online for more details. And I've put a link to my blog post there. When you get hold of these slides, you'll be able to click that link. It'll take you through to it. So here's just a quick demo. This is Cloud Manager. I've actually branded this landing page. It's a nice aerial view of London there, and I've put our Cedar version 1 logo in the top left corner. If you're interested to know how some of this branding has been done, there's a session pre-recorded on our apps day 2020, and you go and download that and view how I did that. But this is Cloud Manager. Let's just play this little demo. What we're going to do here is going to go into our list of environments, and we're going to clone an environment. So this environment has a Linux machine with a full mid-tier stack on it and a Windows machine. And there I've just gone into show that there are 2 nodes, 2 servers making up this environment. I've selected the clone option off the related content menu, and I'm just giving my clone a new name, HRDev1 clone 001. Do I want to proceed? Yes, I do. The status of the new environment that it's cloning, that it's creating, starts initiating state, and here I've started a stop clock because I want to show you how long this takes. Now, behind the scenes, what's happening? Well, all compute instances within OCI are made up of storage devices. These are the disk storage traditionally, and OCI has a very, very fast method of cloning those disk storages in devices. In fact, within seconds, those disk storage devices will have been cloned. The rest of the time here is then spent going into PeopleSoft in the cloned environment and just reconfiguring it, making it aware of the new IP addresses on the virtual machines, configuring and redeploying the domains and getting everything set up ready for this brand new running system. And there, I've stopped the clock when this is finished, and it took 17 minutes and 26 seconds. I was slightly slow clicking the stop button there, so it's slightly less than 17 minutes, 26 seconds. Quite impressive for a clone. Now, you're thinking, Graham, but that's just a demo system that you've cloned. Yes, it is, but the storage cloning facility within Oracle is capable of immediately cloning a block storage device that could be many hundreds of gigabytes in size and making that available to the cloned environment pretty much straight away. It's very impressive cloning technology. It's not part of PeopleSoft, but it is part of OCI, and the PeopleSoft Cloud Manager is just taking advantage of that. Just wanted to make mention here of Oracle Autonomous Linux. And this is not a new feature in Cloud Manager 11, but it is a feature that Cloud Manager can take advantage of. So one of the things that I mentioned earlier in this presentation was that OCI has a standard set of Windows and Linux images, and you can customize those for your own use and then use those as templates for provisioning new virtual machines. Well, one of those images is of Autonomous Linux. What is Autonomous Linux? Well, it's Oracle's Linux system, which is autonomous in the sense that it will self-patch. It will allow you to patch without having to reboot the server, so zero downtime patching. And it will automatically tune memory and disk I/O and other characteristics of the Linux server based on the workload that's being demanded of it. This is very similar to the Oracle Autonomous database that's recently been certified on PeopleTools. And it's just another option for PeopleSoft customers who are working on Linux in Cloud Manager. It's supported in PeopleSoft, certified for Oracle PeopleTools, and available within Cloud Manager. And there's a link there to a recent blog by one of the Cloud Manager development team members, Aravind Prem, who takes step-by-step walkthrough on how to make Autonomous Linux available within Cloud Manager. Very interesting to read up on that. So why would you use Cloud Manager? Well, there are many reasons why, but one I'd like to particularly call out here, and that is around selective adoption. We're all running PeopleSoft systems, whether that's a finance, a campus, ELM, HR, maybe more than one of those. And if you're on 9.2, then you may well be in a cycle of maintenance. Maybe every 12, 18 months, you're taking updates to your 9.2 application, enabling new features, fixing issues, and improving the environment through selective adoption. So what does Cloud Manager allow you to do with respect to selective adoption? Well, you can provision the latest image really, really quickly. A brand new latest image of PeopleSoft HCM or Finance will take about an hour to provision on Cloud Manager and requires no human effort. You click a button, fill in some password values that are needed, tell it to go, and away it goes. So this is great for getting your hands on the latest version. You don't have to go provisioning servers on your on-premises data center. You don't have to call on your PeopleSoft administrators and distract them from their core business to go and provision you that, download the DPKs and provision you that PUM instance. Cloud Manager can do that for you. Cloud Manager will in fact even download the DPKs automatically for you. You don't even have to go looking for them. It will automatically be there for you. Another benefit of using Cloud Manager is if you've got access to the PUM image, then you've got access to Change Assistant, and you can use it to apply change packages to your on-premises PeopleSoft systems. Even though Cloud Manager is running in the cloud and your PUM images might be running in the cloud, you could still use it to patch and update your on-premises PeopleSoft applications. It's great for testing PeopleTools. So who's got 858 patch 5 up and running at the moment? Well, we have. Have you? We have, because we use Cloud Manager, and we can very, very quickly spin up the latest PeopleTools releases and patch them right up to date, because we want to test, is this bug fixed? We've discovered a bug in patch 3 or patch 4. Is it fixed in patch 5? And Cloud Manager allows us to do that really, really quickly. And it also allows us to explore new People Tools features. Did you know drop zones were available for classic pages in People Tools 858? Well, get your hands on an 858 system really quickly and you can go and explore that. So that's my last takeaway benefit for Cloud Manager is for learning and development. Who's got Elasticsearch and Kibana up and running on their HCM system or their finance system? Well, if you haven't and you want to get access because you want to learn and explore and understand the capabilities of these things, then you can use Cloud Manager to do that. So, how do you get started with Cloud Manager? Firstly, you create your OCI tenancy. You have to be a subscription member of Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. It's free to do that. You might need to hand over a credit card or set up some billing, but as long as you don't start consuming cloud resources, you won't get charged. So the next thing you need to do is define your OCI network interconnectivity and security. So you need to somehow connect your cloud tenancy in OCI with your on-premises environment, because presumably you want to connect up to the cloud system and exchange data. And there's a number of different ways of doing that. They're all fairly straightforward. And different speeds and performance that you can explore. Step 3 is to create the Cloud Manager instance. Now, as soon as you create a virtual machine instance within OCI, you start to get charged. But you only get charged for the time at which it's up and running. So you can explore this. We can help you work out how much this might cost you. But you go and create your Cloud Manager instance. That's available in the Oracle Cloud Marketplace, and you just download that into your OCI tenancy and set the provisioning going. Your next step within Cloud Manager is to create your repository, define your topologies, your shapes of your PeopleSoft systems, define your templates, define any custom Linux Windows images you might choose. You don't have to have custom images. You can just use the delivered ones from OCI. If you want a plain vanilla Linux or plain vanilla Windows environment. And that's how you get started with Cloud Manager. It might seem a bit daunting. If you need any help getting set up, you know where we are. We can help you, and we'd love to do that. Plenty of reference material out there that will teach you how to get set up and started on Cloud Manager as well. There's a lot of material. There's a lot of guides. There's a lot of reading to do, a lot of PDF documents, a lot of people books pages to get to grips with. There's some in the Oracle Help Center. There's some walkthrough guides. My advice would be to read everything. If you're thinking of getting into this, don't skip steps. Read everything. You might end up like this in picture here with your head buried in books. But this is not beyond the scope and ability of someone who's interested in cloud technology and is a reasonably good PeopleSoft administrator. But if you want to get started and you don't have those skills available, or they're not available to work on this project, then please give us a call at Cedar Consulting. We'd be more than happy to help you. So, how to make the most of Cloud Manager? This is the aim. What value does this have for us? So, use it for PUM images. Use it for demo. Get your PUM images set up in Cloud Manager. Also, upload your demo system into Cloud Manager. Now, your demo is different to PUM. PUM is the latest version of PeopleSoft. Your demo system is yours. It's your demo system that contains only the updates that you've also applied to production. It's an essential part of your PeopleSoft environment where you go to try and recreate bugs or issues that you might be having in production. So you could load up demo into here as well. You can use it for selective adoption or optionally have your upgrade workstation running in OCI as well. You could equally have that running on-prem and still have your PUM sources in Cloud Manager. And as we've talked about before, you can use it to explore, learn, and develop ideas. Things that you've been wanting to play around with, like Kibana or Elasticsearch, or some of the frameworks. This allows you to experiment with a demo system that you can then back up and restore, or clone, create copies for training purposes or for demo purposes, all through a simple self-service interface. And so that's PeopleSoft Cloud Manager and PeopleSoft Cloud Manager 11. You can come and talk to our experts today. You'll find us in the team section on the event page. And if you have any questions about Cloud Manager, please reach out to me or one of our team. We'd love to help you. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you for joining us today.